we are approaching the roadway for Pikes Peak.
The first thing to note is the Pikes Peak roadway is not considered a national park, so veterans do not get in for free. It will cost you $15 to take your motorcycle to the top as a solo person.
I'm going to try to get to the top.
Pikes Peak and the surrounding landscape was once home to the Ute Indians, and before the Ute Indians was home to the Clovis culture. The Clovis culture consisted of early peoples who made their way onto the continent during the last ice age. In 1806, President Thomas Jefferson ordered young 28-year-old Zebulon Pike with a group of 20 men to explore this area after the Louisiana Purchase was made. They did make the first unsuccessful attempt on record to go up to the peak in November, and they did not make it because of the cold. Pikes Peak would not be successfully summited until 1820, when naturalist Edwin James climbed it in much more pleasant weather. He did get it done in 2 days, and for a brief time the peak was named after James, but ultimately Pike's legacy would endure. Pikes Peak granite began 1.08 billion years ago as a large molten igneous intrusion known as a batholith. Hot magma intruded into pre-existing rocks and then cooled extremely slowly. Large minerals had time to crystallize, forming the coarse-grained rocks you see here. In 1916, the history of motorcycle racing to the summit of Pikes Peak began when Floyd Clymer became the first motorcyclist to climb to the top while the road was still under construction. At this time, believe it or not, Harley Davidson, Excelsior, Indian, and Thor motorcycles had financed team to go to the top. Colorado is such a beautiful place that if you've never been to Colorado, you've got to go. If you do go, Colorado Springs, Manitou Springs, Pikes Peak, and the Garden of the Gods. This whole area is just absolutely stunning. You can spend probably 3 days in this area to really get a good feel of each one of the areas. And if you're considering going to the top of this mountain on a motorcycle, I would definitely consider hydrating for several days before the event. I would consider bringing not only a leather jacket, but also an underlayer like a hoodie or something to keep warm, because the weather will drop about 20 degrees as you go up the mountain, guaranteed. And as you'll see later, you want to prepare for inclement weather. This is my second time to the summit of Pikes Peak. If you're interested in hiking this mountain, it is absolutely beautiful, but it is very strenuous. It is a 2-day venture, if you ask me. Hike 10,000 feet to Bar Camp, stay the night at Bar Camp, or along the trail if you would like to. And then, if you are also interested, you need to pre-purchase a one-way ticket down on the COG Railway. If not, they will fill the railway up completely, and you will not be able to purchase one on the way down. Something to be aware of going up this mountain on a motorcycle is the intensity of the angles and altitude. If you're not from the area and you're not from somewhere that's high in elevation, be prepared. It did give me vertigo several times and I lost my sense of balance. It was something to think about. The towering summit of Pikes Peak reaches 14,115 feet in the sky. This mountain is now home to many different adventurous types of races, not only in cars but also in marathon runners. The day that I hiked it, I found out that a young kid from the local area ran it 4 times in one day.
Had to stop for. We got a cheeseburger, coffee, some donuts. It's a cold ride in, and I definitely cannot breathe very well up here. But I'm happy that I got up here, and I gotta make it down safe. There you go, 60%.
Can't see out there.
Very much, it's just a cloud today. That's what it looks like. We're in the cloud.
So, we made it to the top of Pikes Peak. As you can see, we are in the middle of a cloud, and it's quite touristy up here right now. Gotta make it down safely still, and we're gonna try our best to do that. So let's get going. Hey, shout out to the Pikes Peak Ranger up here who told me that I was parked in a towaway zone, but because he was a former Marine, he did not tow me away. In my defense, there were 3 other bikes parked here when I stopped. I did not know. Alright. So let's try to get down this mountain safely. Uh-oh. What is this, rain? Or snow? Something's coming down from the sky. Making it precarious. It's hail. It's snow. Oh no. It's snowing. Jeez. Gotta get down safely still, boys. Not sure if this is a good time to leave or a bad time to leave. Dang, dude. Wonder if I shouldn't stay here for a little bit. Try to go. I guess I'm gonna fucking go for it, man. Try to get off the mountain before it gets too crazy. I'm up here with these bicyclists, so definitely already feeling very, Vertigoed. Oh my God. At least I'm not going to be rushed. There's quite a bit of slow traffic already. This seems absolutely insane right now. It only took me 15 minutes to get up here. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it a little bit faster down. I guess I'm kind of concerned it's just turning into rain though. Which maybe I should stop and put my fucking rain gear on. I think it is still just hail. I guess I will stop and put my rain gear on. Well, I'm already just fucking wet, so maybe I just keep rocking it. I was fucking scared up there when it started hailing. Snowing, hailing, raining, whatever the fuck it was doing. It was scary. I immediately started thinking about this road down and was like, oh no, I'm stuck. This is an intense road to ride, man. Especially when it starts snowing at the top. But I got the footage. Yeah, I'm wet. Pretty much guarantees I'm gonna go to a hotel tonight. The park ranger at the top, former Marine, said he would have had to tow me if I wasn't a Marine. Said he saw my note and he thought it was really cool. Wow, what a crazy experience Pikes Peak was. Is, has been, currently is being. I never did put on my extra layer. It is cold, you know, and I'm wet now. Cold and wet. I had a friend recently tell me that's the definition of misery, is cold and wet. At this point in time, the rain has stopped. I'm already as wet as I've gotten. Don't see the need to put on the rain gear any longer. Should have done that at the top, I guess. Man, it was crazy how it just started dropping out. Because we were sitting there 1 second, man, and all of a sudden drops coming out of the sky.
This corner with the sand washout was the closest I came to crashing, and the 2,500 mile road trip I took. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching.